when you're leveling up, it's gonna be the hardest thing you have to do. Every single time when there is this breakthrough, there are gonna be just like things that you get rid of. We call them lessons, you know. You know what lessons are mostly about? That you get rid of something. You get rid of fear of the toxic person, toxic relationship, the environment that doesn't serve you. You have this wish. You want to be somewhere. Everything is kind of like your life is kind of okay. And then, like, everything is just in chaos. Like, everything is on fire. Everything burns, and your mental health is like there's like lesson after lesson after lesson, and you're like, oh my god, like I thought that I leveled up, I thought that I did well, I thought that I grew as a person, and now I feel so bad, and I have so many like these things to sort out, and I don't know what to do, and you feel overwhelmed. That's exactly the moment you can be kind of happy about that, so to say. I know, like, at that moment when everything is burning around you, you like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna be happy about that, yeah. Like, if you push through that thing and you don't back off to your past life, to how you dealt with things, to how you had everything, if you don't come back to the comfort zone where you're coming from and you push through and you really take it as a challenge, then you're gonna appear on the other side of the storm. Because this hardest, like, lesson full and like everything is falling apart thing is always happening before you level up to the next level. Yes, that's happening before the desired reality, or at least a part of it, is arriving. And most of the times how it works, I also realize that it's a rule for me. Maybe it doesn't work the same way for you, but a lot of times when I have this period, there is one major emotion, and it is exactly telling me what I have to cool off. Like, for example, if you're stressing about, if you feel like you have to control everything, that's my deal, you know? Like, right now, I'm in this, like, transition period. I went through the biggest storm, but I feel like I have to, like, cut off a few loose ends, few cords that are like tightening me to the past. And I feel like one of the things, or like the biggest thing right now, is the feeling of I have to control everything. I love being in charge. That's my thing. I love to plan everything out. I'm very structured. And I feel like I want to control everything. But there's nothing to control. Like, literally now, a lot of things, I have to just like let it be. And that's super difficult to me. And that's exactly the thing that is telling me what to do. Because I want to control everything and I feel uneasy and anxious. I have to do exactly the opposite. I have to put myself in ease. I have to chill out. I have to rest. I have to be like, okay, vibing. And that's exactly the moment when it will break. When the new reality will arrive, because I know I went through the biggest like lesson and shedding and like getting rid of the toxic people and the circumstances that do not serve me, but now I'm like cutting the last cords, and this is one of the thing. So if you're in a similar situation when you feel like you passed the biggest storm, then like maybe you kind of like, you know, a few clouds, and that's exactly like telling you, okay, this is the last bits that you need to shed. Maybe you want to create content and you feel this drive to do the content, but you shy and you worry that like if you're gonna be seen, people are gonna judge you. But that's exactly, you have to go against it. If you went through the worst, and then this is the last bit, you have to stand against it, because that's the comfort zone, right? For me, comfort zone is control. Comfort zone is trying to control and manage everything in my life, and letting loose and just like, okay, it's gonna be somehow. That's like, oh, in what reality, right? Like that's the deal for me. And now I know exactly what I have to do. I have to chill. So yeah, that's just telling you what to do. And congratulations if you went through the worst period when it was just pure chaos, and now you're on the other side of the thing and you just have a few loose ends to tie. Then wow, enjoy the new era of your life, the new chapter. I'm personally excited for myself, And I'm excited for you because that's just amazing, right? Like when it's scary, when everything is kind of new and you don't know what anything is, because we constantly search for this feeling of familiarity. But on the other hand, there's so many possibilities are here for you. The whole bag of possibilities is open for you, and it's just up to you what way you gonna go.